big, strong man. It's been a couple of years at Hawthorn. His kick. Good one into centre half forward. Floats over the top of Riccardi. First one back. Slips on the ground. Free kick. They came in over the top of him. They've awarded advantage now, but this isn't an advantage. The umpire perhaps has lost the one here. The Geelong fans calling for the ball, but Kilpatrick, he just goes for the ball. He's forced it right to the centre of the ground here for the Cats. Now that's an advantage. It's turned back by Rock. Straight back to centre half forward. Pushing, shoving. Who's at ground level? Crummell feeds it on out to Crawford. He can hold it up on the right foot. Kicks across goal. The lead's coming and he's got it as Chick.
That's a great kick there by Crawford. Got back onto his dominant leg. Saw Chick leading to the space to the outer side. David Parkin calls that the thin to the fat side, knowing that that's where none of the players or congestion will be. And as we see on screen, Crawford's well-weighted kick into the path of Chick, who led hard, got in front of Tristan Lynch, his opponent, and took an easy, uncontested mark. Great setup by the Hawthorn team. 2 goals to Daniel Chick. In terms of accuracy, he's kicked 12 goals, 6 this year. Last year, he kicked 26 goals, 9. So he knows where the sticks are, and more often than not, he's accurate. How does he go here? In the face of the Geelong crowd, he's gone and put the goal through. 3 goals to Daniel Chick, all in the second half. Yeah, certainly this was a terrific build-up. Rock on centre wing, kept his feet, kicked the ball long to the contest. Terrific stuff there by Crummell, I think it was, who got the ball free to Crawford. He decided to stay down in that marking contest, push McGrath back into Holland. More importantly, Chick kicked a much-needed goal for the Hawthorn team to put them in front.
Another change in the lead. More time for fingernail biting here. And the Hawks bite 2 points. Thompson went over the top. It comes to Riccardi, who spirals it out of the circle. Mooney making a contest with Mark Graham. Ball socket off the ground across the half-back line. Stoneham and Hay. Hay sockers too hard on the full.
Yeah, just inexperience, knowing you've got to get your head over the ball, your hands on the ball in that part of the ground, and certainly have the percentages with you rather than against you.
Stoneham gets it to the goal square. Barnes couldn't take the mark. Scholl. And the ball out of bounds.
Those little things, Mick, as you said, win and lose games at Hawthorn over the last 3 or 4 weeks have, lost those tight games, Mick, just by those little mistakes.
Yeah, good point, Dipper.
Chance here for the Hawks. Now for the Cats. It's tight in here. Mooney on the turn. Bounces it through. He's unreal. 3 goals to Jason Mooney, and he is Mr. Universe.
And it's interesting to see a player at centre half forward is usually there for his renowned marking. Today it's been Jason Mooney's crumbing ability at ground level. He's the one who's received the ball by hand or in boundary throw-ins. That's the reason why he's kicked 3 goals today. It's just a reward for his hard work, his hard bustling tactics. 12 kicks, 3 goals. Very good effort.
Jason Mooney's 3rd goal puts Geelong back in front. 8 minutes gone, final quarter, Shell Stadium. These two sides continually play close, tough football. And look at that, no quarter given, no quarter asked. The ball just can't find its way out. Eventually it does through Riccardi. Burns in front, drops the ball, gives it back. No, he doesn't. Slick skills, Ronnie. Turns and fires towards Stoneham. Spoil was good there by Rodram. Stoneham comes back again. Colliker's underneath it. The umpire again has to bounce it.
The last 2 centre breaks, Riccardi's been the one who's got the ball free. He's been very important in that part of the ground. As a worried onlooker certainly looks on.
Guess whether it's a Hawk or a Cat supporter. Everybody's biting the nails here. Colliker loses the footy. Kilpatrick, good quick hands. Mooney, just a foot to the ball. It's running. He run. He couldn't have.
He has.
Mooney again. Whoa.
It's amazing the path he opens up for himself and also for his teammates in that part of the ground. We just see the momentum of the ball getting pushed forward. Kilpatrick again, but the strength of Mooney got through the line of that contest. He got the ball onto his foot, not in a real designed manner, but by luck, it certainly crossed the goal line, and that's all that matters in tight contest. 13 kicks, 4 goals, a very important player today.
And all of Jason Mooney's goals have been at the right-hand end. Young Thompson wins in the middle. Kilpatrick pulled off his kick. He goes back for a hand pass. Crawford's there. Crummell. Wojcinski did well to Kilpatrick. On the bounce to Burns. Good vision by Ronnie Burns. Peter Riccardi, the speedster and the left footer. He steers the pass low to Johnny Barnes. With him is Hay, and the ball out of bounds in the forward pocket.
Gee, I thought he was just about in range, Riccardi.
Yeah, no doubt. Once you see him approaching that 50-metre line, you can usually put down your glasses. There's a Hawthorn statistic ranked number 3 in defence in terms of allowing the opposition not to score freely.
This ball's locked in. Comes to Milburn. He goes for goal. It's close. What a shot by Milburn.
They're the team at the moment have got the answers. A couple of real impact players throughout the course of the year. As we see the replay on screen, the ball was released into the path of Milburn. Magnificent snap across his left side of his body. He knew it was good. The Cats knew it was good. More importantly, that is a very important goal in the context of this game.
Kenny Judge, an assistant coach at Carlton.
Now, Ronnie Burns has moved up the field now, playing on the wing. A bit of a mismatch there for pace-wise. Rocky's playing on Burns now.
I think you're right there, Dipper. That one really needs looking at. I'd suggest that's what Judge was working on the phone. Crawford does the working in the centre. The Hawks go forward. Crode marks well.
He certainly has gave him an option in that forward part of the ground. His speed off the mark is very good. Mansfield is no slouch in terms of leg speed. But from a young player who's predominantly played back in the first 5 games, he's been asked to push forward in his second half. He certainly has gave an option in that part of the ground. Now, this is an important kick from a young player as Salmon comes back on the ground.
Trent Crode, first pick for the Hawks in the 97 draft. That is why. Great kick from the forward. He gets his first goal, but he has created plenty of opportunities in the forward line since going there. Found himself a little short in defence, showing his versatility for the Hawks here this afternoon.
And there's the advantage of getting the ball out of the centre square. Thompson to Crawford, in turn to Harford, and that's a great weighted kick to the lead of Crode. Thompson will certainly stay in the ruck as Salmon has come back onto this ground. He'll push forward, and as we know, height becomes a critical factor late in games. You don't lose your inches, you may lose your speed. But if they get the ball in quick enough with 2 leading players, 1 leading player in Crode and the height of Salmon, that could become a determining factor.
Barnes beats Thompson. It comes to Riccardi. He bumbles it inside the 50. Scholl, good gather. Over his shoulder. Brad Scholl just offline. Through for a minor score.
Scholl was the player on centre wing who was lined up against Rock at the start of this last quarter. He's pushed forward into a forward pocket, being picked up by Luke McKay. That's allowed Ronnie Burns trying to exploit the lack of speed by Rock in midfield.
In this last quarter, the Cats have kicked 3-1 to the Hawks 2-1, and the margin 11 points.
To the outer side, Thompson, great grab over the top.
Impressive youngster, isn't he, Terry?
Feeds it off to the run of Robram. He towards half forward, Holland. So the big marking guns of Hawthorn starting to come to the fore. Woods back in towards half forward, but in front spot, Mooney.
Yeah, push back.
From centre half forward to centre half back. If you want to pick the mayor of Geelong tonight, could well be number 16. Barnes, King off, Mensch on. To McGrath, the outer side. Controlling the football. Tristan Lynch, away he goes. Holds up now, back inside around Holland. A little easily, tosses up to half forward. Mensch just on, charges at it. Salmon gathers the ball, does well, works with Robram. He in turn with Taylor, looking upfield. Here's the loose player, it's Crummell. He can turn and go. Crode is alone in the goal square. The kick's got to reach him. Here it goes. Will it get there? Yes, it does.
Now, Terry,
Oh, umpire, too quick.
Kilpatrick, one of the Cats' good players today, is coming on. Looks like a hamstring injury, so that's an important move. And Pickering coming on.
Kilpatrick has been very, very good. Winning a lot of footy right throughout. A 10 possession second quarter. But now it's with Trent Crowe. Kicked the last goal for the Hawks. He's bringing them back one step at a time.
And this has been a fascinating game. There's no doubt about that. It's been toing and froing all day. But just the rebounding by the Hawthorn team off the half-back line was an integral part of that setup. Crummell was the one who got free. Salmon pushed forward to that marking contest in their defensive part of the ground. Crummell assessed his options, ran to the 50-metre arc and seen Crowe double back into this part of the ground where he marked the ball to have his second shot for the quarter on goal.
Salmon in ruck against Barnes. Oh. Barnes, a hand on the shoulder, surely it's a free kick. It's paid.
Why isn't the advantage allowed?
He's going to give it. The umpire's going to now pay advantage. A late call, and it's a goal to the Hawkers.
Lord.
Good get, Mick.
Noted goal kicker. But no doubt it was Aaron Lord who kicked that goal. You see Salmon here. There's the left arm over the top. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's Harford, actually. Sorry, I thought it was Lord. But Harford, what a shot for goal. The advantage was given. Terrific shot on goal by a quality finisher.
Well, the free kick was Salmon's. Harford got hold of the football and snapped a goal. The advantage was paid, and Hawthorn lead by a point with under 4 minutes remaining at Shell Stadium. Barnes wins. Riccardi celebrating game 150. He turns it over to Colica. Harford, play on, says the umpire. The Cats now have it. Quick hand pass. Graham, a mighty kick. Deep inside the 50. Scholl is there. Ball knocked away by Obst. It comes to Crawford. Hurried kick by Crawford towards the line. Well, can they keep this up for 3.5 minutes? A throw in just outside the 50.
He's been going all day, this fella. He's right behind me.
Keep him stirred up, Bertie.
Salmon, clean possession against Mooney. Well done by Paul Salmon, who hasn't had a great day here, but he's won his team here about a 45-metre advantage up towards centre wing. Hawks by a point.
This will be Hawthorn's season on the line here, Mick. They need to win this game. They've lost so many games by under a point or so.
They lost to Adelaide in round 2 by 4 points. Lost to Melbourne in round 4 by 1 point. Down again against West Coast Eagles last week. But those two close ones, the experience from those could well tell here this afternoon. Hawks by a point. Milburn under pressure. Can't get it away. Hawthorn have numbers. Crawford, Taylor's in there. Mooney flicks it on out the back. The Cats, Bamford, kick under pressure by some 15 metres. That's important at this stage of the game. Colica relieves the pressure to the near side. Anthony Rock, Jason Snell. Rock in front. He gone down. He's in trouble.
Yeah, Rocky's hurt his ankle.
They need to move it quickly. Hawthorn are going to play a man short for as long as it takes to get Anthony Rock off. They should not even consider the interchange gates. They get him off the boundary right where he is. There is only 2.5 minutes of play left.
They'll call for a stretcher, no doubt, one or the other.
You can see that ankle turn.
They've got him off. Get him on. So Joel Smith coming straight on now.
Watch the left ankle. Oh, yes. Under pressure from Snell. That's trouble for Anthony Rock.
Hawks lead. 1 point. Anthony Rock off. Ball at half forward for the Cats. Barnes thumps it forward. Mooney, 4 goals. Pickering, he's picked it up. Left foot. Pickering's dragged it around. Can't make it. Mansfield. Leckis, key defender for the Hawks. Along the boundary line. Smith just on. Paddles along to his favour. Handballs inboard to Harford. The goal scorer, the last one. Boundary throw in. The clock ticks.
Rock carried off. Under 2 minutes remaining. Well, what's happened to the Cats' home ground advantage here at Geelong? They lost their last 5 home games last year, and probably their most unimpressive victory this year, and they've won all their games, was against Melbourne in round 3 when they won by 6 points. Are they going to lose their unbeaten status here in about a minute and a half? Hawthorn by a point. Clean possession, Salmon. Coming good at the right time. Through Lord it goes. On to Barlow. Beautiful to Crode at centre half forward.
And he's been the difference in this last quarter. The leading marking forward. They're worth their weight in gold. And young Trent Crode, it's a credit to see him bounce back after the first half. He started across half back. He was given the task to play on Stephen King. Probably a mismatch in size. Done a credible job back there. But in the last half, he's really styled himself. Taken upon himself to be a good shot for goal.
Mark Graham coming off. Blood rule. So the youngster Nathan Thompson goes back on.
I'm not sure whether that's a bad thing to have Thompson out there now. Just because, as you called, Mick, the height was going to become important, and it's really starting to come to the fore now. Salmon having some critical touches at the height level.
Here's a thumping kick. He will give this a roost.
Well, he has shown it in the last quarter, and he's kicked 2 goals in this last term. If he goals here, he'll seal it. Trent Crode, 55 metres. It's on the breeze. Off the hands. Well, through for a point. Well, it gives them a 2-point break. But
no, it's out of bounds, Drew.
Oh, just the wrong side of the behind post. So a 1-point lead, and they're still in attack here.
Hawks, can they get it? Goes towards the boundary. Pickering dangerously keeps the ball in play. This has given Barlow a chance. He kicked 3 in the first. He's missed this one. Oh, Liam Pickering flirting with danger.
This is an interesting 30 seconds of play. They'll have to really get the ball forward.
If you want the bomb, here comes the bomb. Straight down the guts. Graham looks for Stone, and Mooney's in there as well. Hawthorn just have to stop it here. Don't allow it go, and there they go, diving in on it.
And what an important centre clearance this will be. Salmon will use his experience against the body strength of Mooney, and he'll just encourage all his ground level players to get their heads over the ball and maybe keep the ball dead and buried.
Geelong unbeaten in 1999, trailing by 2 points, and they're in trouble. The Hawks have been magnificent here at Shell Stadium.